Three, two, one. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing, boys and girls? What a day the last 24 hours has been. Let's get everything up and running here, and I got some stuff for y'all. 'Cause yikes. Alright, chat is live. Let's get this shared around. It's been 24 hours. It's been a wild 24 hours. Not really. Only one crazy thing happened, but yikes. You know, YouTube makes things, or Facebook makes things difficult. Just sometimes it's fallen from grace. Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing today? So, all right, making breakfast. That's good. I'm having some coffee. Let me have some coffee and some cookies, and trying to process last night. I think I'm okay with it, but it brought up some bad memories. As I was dropping Taya off, because we went to a birthday party, like a kid's birthday party, As soon as she went inside, I put the car in gear, and a kid flew past me on his bike. So I decided not to pull up, because where there's one kid, there's 2, 3, 5, 8. He skidded to a halt right at the intersection. The kid behind him didn't, and didn't look. And that intersection is a side street and then a main street. And yeah, kid got he went into the intersection, then he looked, and he tried to cut the corner as much as he could to stay on the median, on the double yellow, but he couldn't, and he went airborne over the hood of a little Accord, Honda Accord, and he was fucked up. So I think I saw someone die last night. I definitely saw all of their lives change. There was like 5 of them, and then there were 4. I think he was like 14, 15 years old. But that noise specifically brought back a memory of when I was in high school. I was a senior in high school. I was riding my bike home. Actually, no, I had just graduated high school, but I still worked at the high school as a swim instructor. It was during the summer, and I got T-boned by a truck, actually. And I woke up maybe half an hour, 45 minutes later in a tree. The truck was gone. But that noise, ugh, that brought back a lot of aches and pains. A lot of aches and pains. At least that kid had his friends with him. I was alone. But Jesus, yeah, I think I might have saw him die. Like, oh, he was alive when they put him into the ambulance, but no helmet, bleeding from the ears and mouth and nose. Yeah, that was a hell of a night. Hell of a night. So, yep. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully you recover. Sorry you saw that. Thanks. Seeing people get hurt and stuff doesn't really bother me all that much anymore. It's just all that noise and stuff, messes with your head. Sucks. And I hope he recovers too. More importantly, I hope all his friends learn a good lesson from it. If not few. That's how change happens over time, is one traumatic thing happens to a group and then they teach their kids and teach their kids. Yeah, that was rough. That was very rough. My heart goes out to his parents. I don't even want to think about the things I would have to warn Aiden about. I mean, with the way the world's going, I have little man playing a lot of video games with a purpose. Because if we do enter a world war, I'd rather him be an operator for like drones or something than a frontline soldier. Teach him about how to grow food and make food, and constantly quizzing him on fire alarms and where the exits are. It's a scary world. Rising. Good morning. How are we doing today, Ken? So yeah, my heart goes out to that kid's parents too. One of his friends dialed, I guess his mom, and handed the phone to one of the cops. Rough. That's a phone call I never want to get. So, on to some happy stuff. Working on a new kilt. I changed material completely. Instead of the cotton canvas, I went with duck cloth because my cloak back there is duck cloth and the creases are still super sharp. And so I bought the duck cloth, and then I had the bright idea to actually go on the Utilikilt website and see what they make theirs out of, and it's duck cloth. Should have done that in the first place. Would have saved me $70. Whoops. Oh, now I have a black crappy kilt, and I have a olive, I guess the color is. Good kilt. And you'll see the when I'll take side-by-side pictures later today of me wearing the black one and then me wearing the olive one, and post it onto the Facebook, and you'll see the difference. It's a massive improvement. I also changed my technique on how to construct the whole thing. Basically only making the pleats 18 inches tall, starting from the center out. I did 2-inch knife pleats, all facing backwards. And then the front panels I sewed on separate, and then has a riser, and then I don't know what you call it, another loop thingy around the top. It's not really bias tape, but it's something that really strengthens it, gives it a lot of structure. And I think I did a much better job on this one. I'm also adding pockets because my first one didn't have pockets, and that is bullshit. I love the sport iron that I have. It was a gift from a friend. It's great, holds a lot of stuff, but I need pockets because I'm not going to wear that thing around, that sport iron around in the shop. It'll just snap on everything and get snagged, and even though if I got kickback at the wrong angle, it would save my nuts. Last week I actually did get kickback, and it was a good thing I was wearing the kilt because I have that heavy leather belt and that hand-forged buckle right in the center, and the piece of wood came back and struck right on the buckle. And so that buckle took the brunt of the impact, and it might have saved me a trip to the hospital. This is a pretty sizable piece that came shooting back out. It could have been bad, but it wasn't. But it could have been. All clothing needs pockets. Yes. And that's one thing I will be doing for all the various girls and women in my life, is offering to put pockets into their dresses and such. Because why wouldn't you have pockets? I know why. I know why pockets fell out of favor. And then why they continue to be highly anemic in women's clothing. It was because of witchcraft. So if the thought was, excuse me, I'm not sick anymore, but I just have this little bit of congestion just stuck right in here, and it's killing me. Witchcraft. They were, women stuffing stuff into their pockets was evil or something. Collecting like herbs and shit in the woods to make like healing juices and stuff. It's stupid. Anyways, so no more pockets for women, and then women started carrying purses, and then once people found out they could make a lot of money on purses, even when pockets came back into women's clothing, they always kept the pockets small so you could sell purses. I think it's bullshit, but hey, I think most of fashion is bullshit. I think fashion should be, or clothing rather, should be designed first towards utility, then comfort, then style. If it doesn't have utility, why wear it? Why get it? Why use it? It's stupid. Now, the argument could be made that the utility is in the looks. Eileen, good morning. And therefore, from the looks of the clothing, you're able to get a better mate or secure a better deal for this, that, or the other. Kind of wishy-washy, nebulous. I don't like wishy-washy, nebulous. I don't. I like this, A, B, C. I'm a very simple, logical person. That's a weird kind of meander to get to that point. That's usually backwards: style, comfort, then utility. I like your way better. Well, thank you. I mean, that's why I'm switching to kilts. Because in the summer, I am not wearing pants. It's not going to happen. And my shorts are these really nice high-tech fabrics that are great to go running in or relaxing in or work out in. And not so great in a shop environment. They're all torn up now. And they were expensive. So that's why I'm transitioning to kilts, because if I can make my own kilt, first off, it looks nice. It just does. But I can make it out of a durable material, so I still get the advantages of shorts, plus, my family jewels will be a little bit cooler, and it looks good. So, and that duck cloth that I have is some tough stuff. Thankfully, I got the heavy duty sewing machine rather than the regular or light duty, because I wanted to be able to sew leather and stuff too, and it is making easy work out of this stuff. Even when I get, even when I sew two seams together, so that's what, 1, 2, 3, Six layers of 12-inch duck cloth. It just goes right through it. It's fantastic. I love my sewing machine. It's out on the table out there because that kilt is using roughly about 6 yards of fabric, which is a lot. But this thing is heavy and heavy duty, so I think it's going to work out fantastic. I'm just upset that Joanna Fabrics didn't have any black duck cloth. But take what I can get, and the good thing is I do my initial cut at 30 inches, and duck cloth comes in 60-inch widths. So if I get a 6-yard long piece of duck cloth, I'm actually getting enough material for 2 kilts out of it, which is great. Next thing I need to start doing is making shirts. And if you get interested in sewing and stuff, there's 2 people I found that have really great, very straightforward tutorials where they explain everything. None of it's specifically geared towards what I'm doing, but all of the stuff they're talking about adjacently fits into what I'm doing. So if you just you get the right pictures of the garment that you want to make, then they'll tell you how to take the measurements, so you can work backwards from the measurements and the pictures to what you want to do, and you take all these techniques this person's telling you and apply it to that, and boom. But yeah, you'll see the final product later today. I only have to do what, 1, 2, 3 more pockets, put on the belt loops. There's some shock cord webbing that goes in the back right above the butt, I guess, to help keep everything, I don't know. But that's how it is in the picture. So that's how I'm going to do this one. And then I'll wear it for a week and make my adjustments from there. 'Cause ideally, I'd like to have 2 or 3 or 4 of these things. Because I like to have generally a similar or same style. That way, 1, I have to think less when I'm at the shop. 2, I have to think less on how to get dressed to go to the shop. And 3, it gives almost a uniformed appearance. And if I can appear at least partially uniformed, it makes me look a little bit more professional. Those are my thoughts. Alan sent a photo. Oh! Alright, so I don't know if he's in the chat or not, or what he's doing. But he just put up a photo here. And, look at that. Very nice. So he made the frog, so that leather piece that holds the axe. Nice job, Alan. Alan. I know what you're trying to say. I'm sure he does too. So, with getting that kilt complete, I need to make some more iron-on patches. So let's do that this morning. I wish I had a different color of vinyl, but because the silver, this matte silver, looks really great on what you call it, on the black. It looks really good on the black. We'll see how well it does on the olive. And I also have a lady who is willing to do embroidery for me. So as I'm doing these things, I also have to keep that in mind, that I might get some embroidery done on these things. So for Ken and Eileen here, I had a bit of an experience last night. I think I just watched someone die or get killed. I was dropping Tay off at her house, and pretty much as soon as she got inside, a couple kids came flying down the street. So I decided not to pull out my car, because where there's one, there's got to be many. And well, I was right. So one of the kids flew out into the intersection and got smashed up by a car. And it was, what? Yeah, it was bad too, because you know, these kids weren't wearing any helmets. Or there's like 5 of them or 6 of them, and one of them ended up getting hit by the car. He went over the hood. It got about 6 or 8 feet of air. When he came down, he looked in the intersection as he was in it, and tried to cut his bike so that he'd stay on the yellow line. And for about a third of a second, I thought he made it, and then that Accord came in. He didn't quite get there in time, and the Accord got him. Yep, damn's right. So I had to stick around in case the cops wanted to talk to me, since I was a witness. Yeah, he was pretty messed up, bleeding from his mouth and ears and nose. Didn't wear a helmet. Just kids today just don't wear helmets for whatever reason. So yeah, that noise especially brought back some bad memories for me, but I need to turn on this cricket stuff. So yeah, it was a whole thing last night. It was a whole thing. Might as well do 3. Let's do 5. Because why not? So yeah, it was it was a hell of a thing. I didn't see anything on the news about it. Yeah, it was Pittston Ave and Alder. Last night around 10 o'clock, I think. Let me check my phone calls. Yeah, about 10:15, I suppose. Kid was really messed up. There's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 cop cars there, fire truck, and 3 ambulances. Little white Honda Accord. Pressure. Let's do a little bit more pressure. I like using more pressure. Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down on me. Let's see if I can find the article. Might have happened too late at night to Thursday morning. No. No, I can't find a thing on it either. Huh. But yeah, just that noise of that bike getting hit brought up a bad memory of when I was hit by a truck. A pickup truck. I was riding my bike home. It was after work. I still worked at the high school just after graduating. I was a swim instructor and lifeguard. So I was riding my bike home. It was about a 3-mile ride, and truck pulls out and T-bones me. I had the right of way too. I woke up about half hour later, 45 minutes later, in a tree. And the truck was gone. I was pretty banged up, but I was fine. It didn't hit me that bad. that hard. And I guess the way the truck was, since it was a big flat panel where it hit me, it was a little bit easier. Like the impact was spread out over more of my body. But yeah, that kid did not handle nearly as well. Good. It's kid had a rough go of it. But yeah, that noise is just, ugh. Kind of sent chills down my spine thinking about it. I still ended up wasting. How the hell did I do that? Ow, whatever. I think we've all been hit by a car on our bikes when we were young. I was too, at least. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
I don't want to be stuck with the other ones. I don't want to be stuck with the other ones.
I understand that. And when I'm done in here, I'll come out and help you out, okay? Close the door, buddy. Yeah, getting hit by cars sucks. But, you know, I guess that's growing pains, maybe. Now, let's see if I actually get 5 out of this. Really should have done my numbers better. I could have gotten at least 2 more. Sort of a pick of my last project. Not sure what it's going to be yet. Oh, I like that. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet either. But I like the theme you have going on there. What do you think? That's something that Ken did. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
You have his approval. Connor, I know you like being on camera because you're a little ham. You shouldn't be in here while I'm working, buddy. By the way, this iron-on stuff, I really appreciate how well it weeds. Connor, you need to be out of here. Look at that. One peel. Came out just about perfect. I'm thinking a clock maybe. Nice. Yeah, it is nice, right? Ken, I really do enjoy. I really do like how well that what you call it is coming out. Those roses, very nice. And I stand by what I said last time when I saw them. That would be great for a vampire paddle, but a clock would be, I guess, acceptable. Oh, so I lost one. Lost an E. Should have been a little bit more careful. Pulling that one out. But yeah, Ken does some pretty good work, doesn't he? There we go. So, we just saw Ken's project for this week, and we saw Alan's project a little bit earlier. What's everyone else working on? Eileen, do you have anything in the works? see. Sorry, my project for this past week. Relaxing at Graham's. That is. Cheers. Skull. I didn't realize you were relatively in town. And come on. I needed a refresher weekend, and floating on the river yesterday helped. It always does. This past winter, I wanted to make a kayak so I could join the 444 club this year, and that just didn't happen. But because I highly miss my river trips, and even if I have to go alone, it is always worth it to get on the river. Okay. Then you get a new trash bag in here so I can throw this junk away. Eh, never mind. There's one right next to me. So yeah, I got one tester because the E got messed up, but I got 4 maker's marks, good and ready to go. So I should be able to get these ironed on nicely. To the tilt. I'm gonna do one where I had the other one, lower left knee. Now I'll do one on one of the back pockets. So I have a few projects I need to finish this week. One is a special cutting board, one is a bed, and then the kilt that I'm working on today. So we'll definitely have pictures of all of those at some point. Hopefully I get all 3 done, because I know when I come back, because I'm going out of town for a hot minute. When I come back, my plate is full for the rest of the season. Full. Like very full. Ooh, I also need to make some more not cloak pins this time, but kilt pins. And this might just be the ticket for it. I forgot I had this. It's a decently heavy gauge. 16 gauge. I think I'll make a few kilt pins too. That'll be a nice easy project, and I could probably turn out a bunch of those. Oh, goodness. The hour's just about up. So, standard everything applies. If you guys like my content and you like seeing me do exploratory stuff, stuff where I either try to make a new project or just do kind of weird off-the-wall stuff, thank my patrons over at patreon.com/Knightsmith. They provide the incentive, I guess, the motivation and the capital I need to do these projects in the first place, and I couldn't be doing any of it without them. So big thanks to my patrons. And if you'd like to support me, you go over to patreon.com/Knightsmith. Even $1 a month helps. More is always nice, but don't break your bank. And you know, just keep working, guys. Just small incremental progress, and you could do anything you want. I'm proud to see all the projects that people show me. Like, it is so cool. Ken, Eileen, Alan, your creativity and ingenuity is always astounding to me, and I appreciate you guys sharing it. So we'll round us off this week with thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and thank you for helping make this world better. One kerf at a time, and I'll see you next week. Cheers.